issue of unfinished and abandoned roadworks in Joburg is getting wider and, as you're about to see, literally deeper. What you're seeing here are images of an accident happening last night on Long Road. This car plummeting into this hole. It was dug to repair a water leak, but was never filled. I'm not sure if we have those visuals. There it is for you. Let's get some response now from Gauteng Transport MEC Jacob Mamabolo. MEC Mamabolo, good morning to you. I suppose the good news is, and we're all very thankful, the driver of this car only sustaining injuries, but this could have gone horribly wrong. Why has this hole been open for so long?
Well, firstly, good morning to you and to the viewers, and thanks for inviting us. So just quickly let me confirm that the road that we're referring to, the city of Joburg, according to reports we received last night, they have been working on that road, fixing a water leakage, and they left the hole. In other words, they didn't close the hole for a very long time, exposing road users to accidents. And when we heard about this accident that has happened just yesterday in the evening, we felt that leaving a hole open in the road for 48 hours, and this apparently has gone on for a long time, we immediately dispatched our team this morning to go and check what exactly is happening and what can be done. Second to that, we then contacted the Johannesburg Road Agency to request them to come to the site and clarify what exactly is going on. And thanks, we found them. And they will be also contacting Joburg Water. So both the road agency and Joburg Water will be joining us on site to make sure that we resolve the issue today, and that this thing that has happened doesn't happen. But I must also wish the motorists speedy recovery. But the city of Johannesburg should have not left that trench unattended to and without securing it for motorists. But at this point, it is not the time at which we should be saying this sphere or that one. At this point, we just want as a province to make sure that that matter is resolved, and I'm very much happy that our team is on site.
MEC, and I'm sure many people are very grateful that you have managed to get JRA and Joburg Water there. I think as the MEC, you're probably the only person in Johannesburg that can phone them, and they'll actually arrive on time when you phone them. I want to know this. As the MEC for Transport, who are you firing after this incident? It can't be a case of let's fill the road and move on. Somebody got injured. Somebody could have gotten killed. Children could have fallen in. We've seen this before. Who are you firing as the MEC? Who's losing their job?
Yeah, let me clarify, Gareth, that remember we are working as spheres of government. We are a provincial government, and this is a problem that has been caused by the municipality, the city of Johannesburg. So in terms of the constitution of the country and the chapter that deals with what's called cooperative governance, all we can do is to put the matter to the city. And of course, I'll also engage MEC of COPTA in the province. We will write to the MEC to give them a report. And we will then expect that the MEC engage the city, and the city must deal with that issue as a sphere of government. Fortunately, today at 12:30, once we finish with our the MEC of Finance budget speech, myself and the MEC of
forgive me. I'm going to take you back to the SONA address by the President. The President wants to cut red tape. Surely, as the MEC for Transport, this is your opportunity to say no more red tape. This sounds like you're going to have to make 1,000 phone calls before we can get a hole in the road closed and someone gets fired for not doing their job. Why is there more red tape? The President doesn't want this.
Yes, I was just saying to you that fortunately I have a standing meeting which I arrange sometimes with the MMC of Transport in the city of Joburg. And in the course of our discussion, I'll also raise this matter. But remember that, and that's the problem with the principles that are in our constitution. We have to follow them because we're dealing with the rule of law here. If we have to take action on someone and we ourselves do not comply with legislative procedures, which are not bureaucratic requirements, they are what the law states, that person will walk scot-free because we have compromised the case by not following the law, by cutting corners, and by not following prescribed procedures. So if we want to deal decisively with whoever the culprit is in this case, it is only fair and proper that we abide by the law ourselves first. Because if we don't do that, we will compromise the case and the person will walk scot-free because of procedural non-compliance from our side.
And it looks like a driver that was involved in this as well, MEC. I'm sure you'll agree with me. The driver in this case was obeying the law. They simply drove into a hole that shouldn't have been there. I understand the red tape. I don't think it's acceptable, but I understand your position. What I want to know now, that before I say goodbye, let's bring up the live visuals again one more time, team. This hole is still open this morning. It's raining. It's filling in. What is this hole going to look like by the time Shahan Ramkasoon and Sally Baudet are on air tonight? Because you know they are going to want an update on this. We have an official standing there with flashing lights, not much else happening. 5 p.m. tonight, rush hour traffic on the way home. What is this hole going to look like?
Yeah, as I said to you, just as we finish this conversation, I'm in touch with our team. Our full team is there on the ground. And as I say that I'm in touch with the CEO of Joburg Road Agency, and we will make sure that within no time we get the city to the site. They are actually preparing to go to the site. We are not leaving as the province. Our road maintenance team is there with the trucks, with the material. They are waiting on site. All what we need is Joburg Water to confirm, have they completed doing the work? Is there any pipe they still need to put? We have our TLB ready to close that hole. So all what we want is for them to say, there's nothing that stops us from closing the hole. If there is, it must be sorted today. So we're not going to leave there until this problem is solved. And we will make sure that together with the city of Joburg, the matter is solved and no motorist or road user must be exposed to this, because they were wrong as a city to leave this unattended for 48 hours. And as the councillor reported to me last night, this has been going on for a long time. So we are there, we're not going to leave, and I can assure you that problem will be attended.
And our cameras and our reporters will be there. We also won't leave. MEC, I appreciate the difficult position you're in. I certainly hope action is taken quicker rather than later. I think we were very lucky, MEC. I'm sure you'll agree. We only got away with an injury from a driver. There could have been a lot worse. There could have been children in that car. There could have been a bus involved. Any number of scenarios could have ended up in a tragedy. But I do thank the Gauteng Transport MEC, Jacob Mamabolo. But as we head over to traffic very quickly, it seems the city of Joburg, JRI and Joburg Water have a lot to answer for as well for the state of our roads. It can't just be the MEC. I understand that, but there's a lot of people that need to answer what happened.